Okay friends, one of the first things we need to do to get started is to safely raise and support the truck so the front wheel is off the ground. After that, go ahead and remove this center cover, and then we'll remove our 6 lug nuts. Let's get the wheel off of here. So now we need to continue on from underneath the lower control arm on this. What you're going to notice along the front area of it is this plastic grommet right here. Go ahead and pop that out of there, and that's going to give us access to the lower aspect of the sway bar link. So we're going to continue on with a socket and an extension. We're going to come up inside this hole that we made inside the control arm, right up to where the stud is that comes up through here for the sway bar link. Once that's on there, continue on with your wrench up along the top. Let's go ahead and put that on the nut, and then we'll continue on by loosening it up. There we are. Let's get the nut off of there. Then we'll have a washer and of course a rubber bushing. We'll set those aside. Now let's go ahead and spray down this upper area with some penetrant, and we're going to let that soak right down the stud and inside this sleeve right here. That's going to help make it so when we use our punch, we can push this right out and down the bottom through the control arm. Now that we have that down far enough, we can pop this out of here. We'll go ahead and grab onto that, get the sleeve off of there, the other bushing and washer, and then we'll go ahead and take this right out of the bottom. There it is, friends. Now it's going to be time to install our brand new sway bar link. Before we can go ahead and install it though, we need to continue on by taking it apart. At this point, we want to leave the washer down along the bottom of the bolt, and then just one of these bushings. If you were to look at the bushings, you can tell that there's 2 different sides. You have the rounded edge, and then you have the side that's semi-rounded, but it also has the little dongle there. We want the side that pops up a little bit, facing towards where the control arm is going to be. Now let's go ahead and take this and put it through the lower control arm. On the truck, let's go ahead and wipe down this sway bar area where the sway bar link's going to mount, and then of course the control arm as well. Now let's take that sway bar link. We're going to come up through that lower hole, and then you're going to see it come up and through the lower control arm. We can continue on by bringing that up. I'm going to hold on to it, put one of my bushings with the little dongle area facing down, one of my washers, so it's going to cup right onto that, and then we'll continue on with our sleeve, another washer, and then the bushing facing the opposite direction. That sleeve on there. All right, so we have this all set up. Now we're going to continue on to one of our washers. And then we'll put on this bushing. Once again, we want to have the dongle facing up towards the area that's going to be mounting against. Let's carefully push this down, and then we're going to slide it through the hole in the sway bar. Push that right up. Grab your bushing with the dongle facing down, your washer, and now of course our nut. Now let's just go ahead and snug this up, and once it's snugged up, we'll torque it to 11 foot-pounds. Now let's just go ahead and torque this to 11 foot-pounds. Take a quick look at your bushings and just make sure that they're not completely flattened out or pancaked. Essentially, these bushings are just supposed to be a buffer in between the metal parts of these areas for vibration dampening and noise reduction. If these are completely flattened down, you're going to notice that your bushings go bad prematurely. Reinstall your wheel, snug up all of your lug nuts, and then torque them to 140 foot-pounds. Put on your center cover. Okay friends, now all you have to do is safely take your vehicle down to your local alignment shop.